Archangel Michael says, the veil of silence is breaking, and the shadows that have been hiding are no longer safe in the dark. The night carries a heavy weight, a storm of revelation moving closer with every heartbeat. You can feel it already, the stirring inside your soul that something you never imagined is about to surface. The silence in your home is no longer comforting. It whispers, it scratches, it hides a truth that was waiting for the perfect hour to strike. Tonight is not like any other night, for it holds the key that will open what was once locked away from you. Every glance you've overlooked, every late step that you ignored, every strange pause in his words has now gathered into a wall that cannot stand much longer. The cracks are too wide, the weight is too much, and the collapse will not wait. Tonight the collapse begins. Archangel Michael says, the truth will not be gentle. It will not hold your hand with kindness, it will strike with the sharpness of lightning. This is the hour when his hidden shadow no longer bows to his control, and you will see what he fought to bury. Type Amen 333 if you are ready to receive strength for the storm. The night thickens around you, carrying the energy of revelation. It presses against your chest, urging you to prepare for the sound of walls breaking. You can almost hear the faint trembling of what has been kept away from your eyes. The clock moves differently tonight, every second heavier, every moment sharper. The atmosphere bends with tension, reminding you that not all secrets can sleep forever. Some secrets awaken when silence cannot carry them anymore. You have seen signs but turned away because love sometimes blinds more than darkness itself. Love told you to trust, love told you to believe, love told you to ignore, but love cannot silence the voice of truth forever. That voice is rising now. Archangel Michael says, when truth rises, it does not ask permission. It comes with fire, with strength, and with certainty. The curtain is lifting, and behind it lies what your heart was never meant to suffer, yet must now confront. Type Amen 444 to stand unshaken in this storm of revelation. The sound of his voice, the way his eyes shift, the sudden distance in his steps, it all begins to form a picture you did not want to paint. That picture has been hiding in fragments, scattered so you would not see the whole. But tonight, the pieces join together. Your mind replays old nights, words he said with too much weight, promises he made with too little depth. The repetition is not an accident, it was the shadow whispering to you, warning you of what you did not want to believe. The house feels heavier tonight, as though the walls themselves carry knowledge. They have witnessed what you were kept from, they have absorbed the quiet moments of betrayal. Tonight those walls cannot remain silent anymore. Archangel Michael says, you were never meant to drown in deception. Your spirit was not created to be fooled by false love. Tonight, your spirit awakens, and the secret that mocked your trust will be shattered before your eyes. Type Amen 555 to unlock the shield of strength around you. The air is colder now, not because of the night, but because of the truth pressing in. It is a chill that crawls up your spine, warning you of what your heart already knows but refuses to accept. The moment of denial is closing, and acceptance is the only path forward. Every truth carries pain, but also freedom. The pain of betrayal stings deep, but the freedom of knowing cuts chains you never realized were binding you. Tonight you will see those chains break. His silence is too loud, his words are too rehearsed, his absence too frequent. These patterns are no longer patterns, they are evidence. Evidence that can no longer remain hidden in the cloak of lies. Archangel Michael says, strength is born not when life is easy, but when life tears apart and you still rise. Tonight you will rise, not as the same person you were before, but as one sharpened by fire and shaped by truth. Type Amen 777 to rise with strength. Archangel Michael says, "The hour has arrived, and the secret that has been wrapped in silence now trembles on the edge of being exposed." You can feel the ground beneath you shifting, as if every step is carrying you closer to the breaking point. The storm of truth has no mercy, and it will strike with a force that cannot be stopped. The shadows around him have grown too heavy to hide. His words no longer carry weight, because the silence between them is louder than his voice. That silence is not empty, it is filled with the sound of betrayal that you will finally hear tonight. You once believed the nights of waiting, the unanswered messages, the sudden excuses were nothing more than passing storms. But those storms have gathered, and they now crash together in a wave too strong to ignore. The truth is the wave, and you are standing on the shore. Archangel Michael says, "What is hidden cannot remain hidden when destiny demands light." Tonight, destiny demands light. The curtain is torn, and behind it stands the secret that has been growing like fire in the dark. Type Amen 888 to prepare your soul for this unveiling. The night hums with energy that feels too heavy for a simple evening. It is not just another night, it carries a pulse, a beating rhythm that shakes the quiet of your home. It is the kind of silence before thunder cracks open the sky. Your heart senses it even before your mind is ready. The whispers you ignored have now become roars that will not let you sleep. The truth is not asking anymore, it is forcing itself into your world. He thought his secret would live in the shadows forever. He thought his steps would remain unnoticed, his actions unseen. But shadows cannot survive in the fire of truth, and tonight the fire burns brighter than ever. Archangel Michael says, "The night may wound, but it will also free." What? You lose in illusion, you gain in strength. The one who deceived you cannot cage your spirit anymore. Type Amen 999 to claim your freedom through revelation. The secret is like a blade, sharp and cold, waiting to pierce through the illusion you were wrapped in. It waits behind every word, behind every look, behind every lie. Tonight, that blade will cut, and though it will sting, it will release you. Every memory of him begins to change shape in your mind. What you thought was love now looks different under the light of truth. The smiles you trusted begin to twist, the promises you clung to begin to unravel. The weight of it presses deeper, yet something inside you also rises stronger. You are not crumbling, you are awakening. For even as his betrayal comes into the light, your strength is born in the fire of this moment. Archangel Michael says, "Pain is temporary, but clarity is eternal." What you face tonight may hurt, but what you will know after tonight will guide you forever. This is not the end of you, it is the beginning of the one who sees clearly. Type Amen 111 to welcome clarity into your life. The air thickens as though time itself holds its breath. The quiet in the room feels unnatural, like a silence that knows something you do not yet fully see. You sense the hidden movements, the secret rhythms he thought you would never notice. He has carried this deception too long, and its weight is now breaking him. Lies rot from within, and his silence carries the stench of truth waiting to escape. Tonight, the mask he wears will fall, whether he chooses it or not. You can feel the crack forming in his facade. It is there in his nervous hands, in his restless eyes, in his voice that trembles though he tries to sound strong. The truth does not let its captives hide for long. Archangel Michael says, when masks fall, wounds are revealed, but also the strength to heal. Do not fear the fall of his mask, for it is the rise of your power. Tonight you will see what you were never meant to remain blind to. Type Amen 222 to rise above the mask of deception. The house no longer feels like a home, it feels like a witness. The walls have absorbed the silence, the echoes of his footsteps, the late hours that never matched his words. These walls have kept his secret longer than you have, and even they can no longer contain it. You replay every moment, every shift in his behavior, every distance that grew between you. Each replay is sharper now, no longer softened by hope. Hope has dissolved, leaving only the sharp truth to pierce through the veil. The energy of tonight does not allow escape. It is not a night he can talk his way out of, not a night he can bury with charm. This night belongs to truth, and truth does not negotiate. Archangel Michael says, truth is not your enemy, it is your ally. Even when it cuts, it also heals. Even when it burns, it purifies. Tonight, you meet your ally in its purest form. Type Amen 333 to claim. Healing through this fire. Archangel Michael says, tonight is unlike any other night, for the veil between silence and revelation has thinned. What he thought would remain buried is clawing its way into the open. The truth is no longer asleep, it rises like fire that cannot be controlled. Your breath grows heavier as the night deepens. Something inside you knows that this calm is not real, that it is the silence before the storm. The storm is moving closer with every beat of your heart, every glance at his face, every moment that passes too slowly. Shadows gather not to hide him anymore, but to expose him. He walks in a room as though nothing has changed, yet his eyes betray what his lips cannot hold back. He carries the weight of a man trapped by his own lies. Archangel Michael says, when deception is exposed, it does not only destroy illusions, it also frees the one who has been chained by them. The chains around you are already breaking. Tonight, freedom is yours. Type Amen 444 to walk into freedom. The ticking of the clock grows louder, each second like a hammer pounding against the wall of lies. The rhythm of time does not wait for anyone, not even for secrets. His secret cannot outrun the clock anymore. You feel it in the way his presence grows more restless. He cannot hold still, his voice cracks when he tries to sound calm. Even silence betrays him now, for it shouts louder than anything he could say. Memories flood your mind, pieces of a puzzle you tried to ignore. Every late night, every excuse, every distant look, they join together now, painting the picture he never wanted you to see. The picture is not of love but of betrayal. Archangel Michael says, betrayal may shatter, but it also awakens. The night you see the truth is the night you also see your own strength. This awakening is yours, no matter how heavy it feels in this moment. Type Amen 555 to awaken your inner fire. The air presses heavier as though the night itself is watching you. It knows what you are about to face, and it refuses to let you look away. No more illusions, no more pretending, no more blind trust. His steps echo differently tonight. They are not the steps of love, they are the steps of guilt. His silence does not soothe, it suffocates. The truth lingers in the air around him, and it is too thick to ignore. You see it in his eyes, eyes that once carried warmth but now avoid yours. You hear it in his tone, words that once flowed but now stumble under the weight of fear. He cannot escape himself, and you cannot escape the truth. Archangel Michael says, when lies fall apart, they collapse quickly, and nothing can rebuild them. The foundation has cracked, the structure of deception is falling. Tonight, the collapse is complete. Type Amen 666 to stand unshaken as illusions fall. The secret he holds is heavy, but the night is heavier. No matter how hard he tries to bury it, the energy of this hour drags it out of the dark. The air vibrates with the pull of revelation. You feel the pull too, it tugs at your spirit, making you restless, making you alert. Something within you already knows the truth, but the moment is coming when you will see it fully. Denial can no longer shield you. The weight of this revelation does not come to destroy you, it comes to deliver you. For the lies you lived in were never safe, never real. The truth, no matter how painful, is the only ground that will not collapse beneath your feet. Archangel Michael says, let the truth break open, for through the breaking comes your rebuilding. You will not remain shattered. You will rise, sharper, clearer, stronger than before. Type Amen 777 to rise from the breaking. The clock strikes, and the night deepens further. The atmosphere sharpens as though the world itself knows what is coming. The quiet outside carries the weight of destiny unfolding within. Every detail feels sharper, the sound of his breath, the shift of his body, the way his hand trembles when he hides it. These are not random, they are signals of the storm inside him. He knows the truth cannot hide much longer. The tension grows unbearable, filling the room until it almost drowns you. Yet instead of drowning, you rise within it. Something inside you is stronger than his shadow, stronger than his lies, stronger than the pain about to break loose. Archangel Michael says, this night may feel endless, but dawn always follows. The truth is the breaking, but the morning is your renewal. Hold on, for you are being carried through the fire. Type Amen 888 to welcome your renewal. Archangel Michael says, the veil is tearing wider, and the shadow he thought would protect him is turning against him. His silence is cracking, his confidence is fading, and the truth is pressing against him like a storm about to break open. He cannot hold back what has been written to be revealed. The room grows colder, though no window is open. It is not the night air, it is the breath of truth moving closer, whispering through the walls, waiting for its moment to strike. The silence feels alive, a living force that knows his deception. Every detail betrays him now. The way his hands fidget, the way his words stumble, the way his gaze avoids yours, all of it speaks louder than any confession. He is no longer in control, the truth has taken over. Archangel Michael says, when a soul hides in shadows, the light eventually finds it. You are not blind anymore, your spirit sees what his words try to bury. This is your moment of awakening. Type Amen 999 if you are ready to stand in this awakening. The night grows deeper, and so does the tension. The walls seem to breathe, carrying memories of his footsteps when you were asleep. They have held too much silence, and tonight even they cannot remain quiet. The truth presses heavier, pulling you into the realization that what you thought was love was not whole. It was fractured, filled with holes hidden beneath the surface. Tonight, those holes are tearing open. He cannot speak without trembling. He cannot smile without the cracks showing. The mask he has worn so long is slipping, and you see the face behind it, a face carrying the burden of deception. Archangel Michael says, masks do not last forever. Tonight is the night of unmasking, and though it may sting, it is also your moment of power. You will not be left broken, you will be left stronger. Type Amen 111 to embrace the strength that comes with unmasking. The clock does not slow. Every second is a drumbeat leading closer to the collapse. You feel the pulse of destiny in your chest, the rhythm of revelation shaking the air around you. He moves with unease, as if every step betrays him further. The lies he told you now stand tall like walls, but those walls are crumbling. You see the dust falling from them already. The air thickens, heavy with words he has not spoken. Words of betrayal, words of guilt, words of a truth he fought to bury. Tonight those words are rising like smoke that cannot be contained. Archangel Michael says, smoke always reveals the fire that created it. The fire of his betrayal is burning, and you will see it clearly. Do not fear the fire, for it does not consume you, it consumes the lies. Type Amen 222 to let the fire cleanse the falsehoods. The silence becomes unbearable. It presses against you, forcing your heart to pound louder, forcing your spirit to brace. The silence is not empty, it is the moment before the shatter. You feel his fear, though he tries to hide it. Fear has a scent, and it fills the air now. He cannot escape what is coming, he cannot rewrite what has already been done. You see through him now in ways you could not before. The veil is gone, the illusion is broken, and what remains is truth raw and unfiltered. His deception cannot blind you anymore. Archangel Michael says, truth cuts but also frees. Tonight you are being freed, even if the cut feels sharp. Freedom is your gift, and strength is your reward. Type Amen 333 to step into your freedom. The night feels alive, as if unseen forces gather around you. It is not just a revelation, it is destiny unfolding. What was hidden in shadow is demanded into light by forces greater than him, greater than you. The world outside continues, but inside your space, time slows. This moment belongs only to truth. The walls, the floor, the very air are witnesses to what is about to be revealed. His energy shifts more and more. The lies weigh him down like chains he cannot break. You see him struggling, and you know it is not love that burdens him, it is guilt. Archangel Michael says, guilt cannot hide forever, for it rots the soul. Tonight you are seeing the decay that has been hidden behind false words. You will not decay with him, you will rise. Type Amen 444 to rise above the shadows of guilt.